Connect with Eagles 102.3 FM Abuja. Log on to our website www.eaglesfm.com. Follow and engage with us now on Facebook, Twitter, TikTok at Eagles FM Abuja, Instagram at Eagles FM 1023. Download our apps on your Android and iPhone.
And such that the Supreme Court will not be, well, allegedly, a tool for an incumbent presidency or president or administration. Well, without bias, recall that some time ago the president attended a judges conference where indeed he made it clear to the judges. He spoke assiduously. He spoke with so much understanding of what is going on within in that sector, if you like, to put it that way. It says, look, justices and judges, lawyers and the likes, make it easy, make justice affordable. Let it not be about those who have. Let the have-nots also feel the joys, the gains of having to go to courts and have the right judgment, not because they have fat bank, equitable, so everybody can have a good feel of what justice is, and that way it will add succor, it will build trust in the minds and the hearts of the citizenry to trust the system that justice provides in Nigeria. Well, could it be that behind closed door meetings, I said, could it be? Just a question. Because President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has sent 2 bills to the House of Representatives to increase the number of federal high court judges from 70 to 90 and appeal court judges from 70 to 110. So the bills are aiming to strengthen the institutional capacity, the efficiency, the effectiveness of the Court of Appeal. It is to improve the speed and quality of adjudication in areas such as terrorism, in areas such as financial crime, cyberbullying, intellectual property, you name it. But then again, let's talk just for a little bit. This move is coming amidst controversy surrounding the trial of Omoyele Sowore. Yes, I'm going somewhere, so follow me now. He is facing a cybercrime charges for calling President Tinubu a criminal on social media. Sowore's lawyer pointed out that Rino Omokri, a former presidential aide, had referred to Mr. President as a drug lord in a 2023 interview. Yet, is facing no similar action. So Nigerians are asking, why is Sowore being prosecuted for his comments while Omokri wasn't? Does this indicate selective justice? That being said, be that as it may, will the increase in judges address the concerns about judicial fairness and accountability? Where one is being indicted for cyberbullying, the other 2 did the same thing, but rather one is facing trial, the other is given an ambassadorial position. Oh, have I not brought it to you? Recall all of the conflicting judgments here and there in Nigeria. One court in Rivers State will give its order, the one in Ibadan will give its own, the one in Abuja will give its own. They were just given court orders. It started seeming as though court orders were an exercise of power. If you also recall that in July 2025, the House of Representatives passed a bill seeking to increase the number of Supreme Court justices from 21 to 27. Do you recall that? This move was also a broader effort to reform the judiciary And that was highlighted by the Attorney General of the Federation, who stressed the importance of accountability, transparency, and as well the technology adopted in the judicial system. So these are very strong conversations. And if you're asking who is Omoyele Sowore right now, he's a Nigerian human rights activist and a former presidential candidate of the African Action Congress, AAC. Reno Omokri is a former presidential aide and current ambassadorial, well, is no more a nominee, an ambassador now, who has made public statements about President Tinubu. So how will the increase in judges address these concerns of judicial fairness and accountability? Will the government ensure equal treatment for all citizens regarding their views or affiliations? Now let's get to connect with our guest. He's an outstanding guest. He's added his voice in numerous conversations right here and on here. I'm talking about none other but Professor Kamal Bello. A very good morning to you, Prof.
Yes, sir.
Yes, good morning to you, Prof. Welcome aboard this
Good
morning.
morning.
Yes.
I'm with you.
Awesome. Well, Prof, here we go again. Increasing judges in federal high courts and appeal courts. Is this a step towards judicial reform for Nigeria? Whereas Nigerians and a section of Nigerians are saying that this is not the way forward. That what we need is equity and justice. What we need is fairness and accountability. What we need is the firmness of the justice system, of the judiciary, in adjudicating on matters that concern Nigerians and Nigerian administration towards growth and development. For you, Prof, what comes to mind?
Hello?
Yes, what comes to your mind?
Yes, as far as I'm concerned, Nigeria will misuse their concept. We should call it increase in number of judges at the appeal court, high court, and the Supreme Court. It's not a reform. Because the reform is a change towards a target. They should tell us what the target is. And it's not peculiar to this judiciary. Even the military, what we call reform sometimes in the military is just an archaic method of doing things, which some of us in the balance, in the academic balance, we call it Lugard system, something that is 1914. We are still practicing it in 2025. As you have said, what we needed is to expedite decision, judgment in the court. But the government believes that increase in number will lead to this expedition of judgment. That's my thought. That in fact by increasing the number, that's all.
So what do you mean? So Prof, what do you think is the implication of this? Because if we are to go by what the president said, it says, and I quote, "It is noted that the court now bears a substantial and expanding responsibility for the prosecution of terrorism-related offenses, transnational organized crimes, and other matters touching directly on national security." And the House is invited to note that a proposed increase of the federal high court judges from 70 to 90 will significantly improve the judge-to ratio, enhance the speed and quality of adjudication.
I'm very sorry to observe that sometimes we are just rhetorical. Is it not the same way Nigeria, our leaders, who are giving amnesty to terrorists, even after being sentenced, after being caught, after the allegations? So we are contradicting ourselves. We want to fight terrorism, we want to fight cyber crime, and at the same time, will go to the prison and release them again under the name of amnesty. It's contradictory. I pity us. I pity the government in Nigeria. Why? Because about 169,000 cases are pending in High Court. Out of these 44,000 plus, it's civil cases. Another 44,000 is criminal. And sometimes you will also see that 46,000 plus are inmates. They sentenced already. Another 39,000 are cases of fundamental rights. So it's huge. 169,000 cases pending in High Court, another 39,000 cases pending in the Appeal Court, and over 5,000 cases pending in the Supreme Court. I think the government is thinking that how do they dispose of these cases? And the way to do it is to increase the number of the judges. But as we have observed, most of our judgments and judges and courts are still using the old method, the long method, and the process of judicial system. There's no modernized, so that the thing can be faster. The cases that need to be faster, and sometimes you cannot even blame the judges, even the lawyers who are standing for those offenders. On cases, they postpone cases for months, if not years. So it takes two to tango. Government is saying that increase of judges will help to dispose cases that are pending. But at the same time, is it the judges alone that are making the cases to be pending? Those are the questions we need to ask ourselves.
So Prof, what do you think is making it, the process is pending? What exactly do you think it is? If it's not about increment, what should it be? Because on the one hand, we talk about, it's not about increment. On the other hand, we're talking about releasing terrorists and bandits through a special forum. On the other hand, we're still saying, we don't even have the prisons to accommodate these prisoners and all of that. And some Nigerians will still tell you that should everything, or should the system be working, we wouldn't even have more of crime in the society. Thereby, the judges wouldn't have so much work to do, and the prisons will not be so crowded as it seems.
What we are saying is this: every problem in life, there must be factors, not only one factor contributing to it. Why our inmates, many, they have sentenced some people. It's for the governor to sign. They refuse to sign for years.
Okay.
And then we are still spending our money to feed them in the prison yard, offenders. So prison inmates that they have sentenced, they are still there in the prison, in the correctional centers. The governors have to sign this. And when the president is involved, he's supposed to sign for execution. They refuse. That's one factor. Secondly, the lawyers, our senior advocate of Nigeria, they made the judgment to be postponed for a long time. There are cases that are pending in the court for more than 10 years. Judgment has not been passed. You see, so it's not easy to say one factor will increase judges and everything will go well. We need to sit down and talk to ourselves. A case that is plain, somebody killed another person. Recently, somebody killed about 7 people, including the wife, including the children, including their mother. 7 from one person, from one family. And then they are still not pending they are still pending the case. Something that is plain. Open the book, pass judgment. We continue to drag. In the tracking of the cases, that is the main problem. Is another factor.
So for Prof, do you think it's a political move? Is it being politicized, so to speak? Do you think that there are some persons who share some interest in it?
when you say political, when you say interest, how can you put interest in not speaking the truth? Our interest is to manipulate. Our interest is to tell lies. We see white, we call it black. And that's what we call interest. Oh, this one is my religious person. Let's manipulate so that the judgment will favor him. This is my tribal man. Let us manipulate the system to favor him. Those are the things we call interest or political. We politicize. It's corruption. We are corrupted. We are fraudulent.
So, Prof,
and we will not take it.
Yeah. Prof, one of the things that this move by Mr. President, which of course I want to believe is a goodwill move, judges, Federal High Court judges from 70 to 90, right? And appeal court judges from 70 to 110. One of the things is to, according to Mr. President, says when this is done, it will strengthen the institutional capacity. It will bring efficiency. It will bring effectiveness of the Court of Appeal, and it will improve the speed and quality of adjudication in areas like terrorism, financial crime, cyberbullying, intellectual property. But Nigerians, on a daily basis, we keep seeing right before our eyes the injustice that is going on. I mean, you mentioned a few, but if you look at the Showore case, where it is in court for issues that concern that he spoke wrongly, cyberbullying on Mr. President and all of that, and we see Arino Omokri, who has even said words gone on national television, called the Mr. President a drug lord, said a lot of things, and yet such a person has now gone past screening, is now an ambassador. Where do you think the hope is for the citizens who are ordinary Nigerians, who don't hold no titles, who have never been a political party aspirant before? What is their fate?
As far as I'm concerned, I will appeal that let's give the president benefit of the doubt.
Okay.
He said by increasing the number of judges, it will help to solve problems of judgment in crime, in civil cases. So let's give him benefit of doubt and see how that is possible. Between now and 2027, give him 2 years, and then we'll bring out the statistics. These are the cases pending as far as 2026 is concerned. Okay. Has it increased? Has it decreased? In the disposition? So let's give him 1 year to test and see maybe the increment will improve.
All right.
Then secondly, the issue of Shawari and Reno is a personal thing. The president is not suing them, or they refuse to sue them on our behalf. He sued one, he refused to sue the other one, which is personal. It's a personal attack on the president.
Okay.
But it's a personal attack. It's not an attack on the institution. It's not an attack on Nigeria.
Right.
The average of our people are doing that. We go about and abuse this country everywhere. We see plenty of people in the social media every time. They see nothing good about Nigeria. We shouldn't be. Our sense of patriotism in Nigeria is weak. And the patriotism to Nigeria is also patriotism to individuals. Because you don't know that as you are damaging Nigeria, you are damaging yourself. So me, I believe it's a personal thing between the president and Reno, and it's a personal thing between president and Buwala, and it's a personal thing between president and Shawari. Okay. So let's leave it at that, right?
All right. Very well then. Let's open the phone lines. Get to hear from you now as you had your voice in the discourse. Remember, go straight to the point, your name, your location, and that's how the conversation goes. Stick to this number that I'm giving now, 0907 353 0044. 0907 353 00.
I must commend your resource person.
Right.
But the thing is, like he mentioned, the governors, some state governors, are really the problem we have. Like people that are condemned and that have exhausted all their legal privileges. I don't know why they the state has not taken a definite action on them, have them executed. Now, for the president to suggest that he wants to increase the number of judges, I see it as being political, and there must be influence. There's this popular saying that he who pays the piper dictates the tune. And the thing is that we have not really interpreted this act, cyber stalking, cyber bullying. If you have a good lawyer, they will shred that law. Because to me anyway, it's non-existent and it's not practicable in law. We know that things like that do exist. It's like you take somebody to court, say he or she is using juju. We know there is juju according to African science or belief, but the court does not act on that. Okay? If we are talking of a system, the president has no right, I repeat, no right to appoint judicial officers or judges. That is why we have this treatable corruption in the judiciary. You cannot come out today and tell us this is the duty of the NJC. To me, even from the Supreme Court, now he is suggesting somebody who we know has passed a controversial judgment. That's the law under which you sentence an individual. Till tomorrow, you have not come on to cite it. Now, people are suggesting or alleging that you used an obnoxious law, illegally indicted, legally tried. It is not done anywhere. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you, Chimeze, for that one. Now, well, I see this one coming from Samuel from Kuje. Keep in mind that the number is still open for your contributions.
I'm sorry to use that word, but it's obvious that Nigerians need something tangible to hold against all the system that is the reforms that are going on. That's my contribution. Thank you very much.
Appreciate Idris for that one, though. It says, look, let's just call a spade, because from where he's seeing it from his lenses, he doesn't see any reform whatsoever. But I see this one coming from Samuel now. Samuel is saying, all the way from Kuje, good morning, and standing in existing protocols now, it says, UD, let us be frank with ourselves. In this country, justice have been sold to the high and mighty. Judiciary that's supposed to be independent is now dependent on the people that have executive powers to hire and fire. If they like, they can increase the judges to millions. It is not for the interest of the masses, but for their own selfish interest. I beg they should look inwards and tackle the issues of insecurity, hardship, hunger, and poverty that is ravaging the people they are meant to govern, please. Court is no longer the last hope for the common man in this country. Have a great and wonderful day, he says. Well, for Samuel, thank you for that. Now, Prof, are you there?
I'm there.
Yeah, I'm sure you heard what the family members have said.
Yes.
What do you think? Idris is saying that he is, when you attack my president, because now Idris has owned Mr. President, and as every other Nigerian should own Mr. President, because he's our president now, whether we like it or not, and we ought to support Mr. President. It means his fight is our fight. His pain should be our pain. His fall is our fall. Right? So Idris is saying when matters like that go to Mr. President, is one man for all now. It's no longer a personal thing. It is a Nigerian thing. I don't know.
Thank you.
And
thank you very much.
2 years is too long to assess him. We've been assessing him. It says 2 years is too long. It's too much. What do you think?
Thank you. What I will say is that as a social scientist, I believe that human beings are social animals.
Okay.
And it's liable to dynamism. You can never use the same approach for every case. A president is a woman. It's a human being like us. It's a human being like us. We react to issues based on our conviction. The contributor that says the president should react to Buhari's abuse, Macron's abuse, and somebody's abuse in the same manner. I think you two can go to court and say, you abused my president and I'm not happy. So come and answer why you should not be sentenced
right
for abusing my president. I think he has that right as well to assist the president. If the president believes that he cannot, then he can be assisted. It's allowed.
Okay.
So that's that about that. Then leadership is a difficult thing in this society of ours.
Why?
Because of our level of development.
Okay.
Our level of development, because in the social sciences, we are taught that as you have rights, you have duty as well. How many of us are performing our duty for the betterment of this country?
Right.
Those are the things it takes you to tango. You expect rights to be fulfilled. You ask yourself, what is your duty to be performed? The presidency is not working well. He has disappointed. It's not functioning. Those are the languages we are using everywhere. The governors are not working. Like that. We should ask ourselves, are we working where we are heading? Are we working where we are working? Somebody is supposed to come to work 8 o'clock. You are coming 10 o'clock. Some will not come at all. From 10 o'clock, they still leave. What I'm saying, essence, is that the president may not be good, the governors may not be good. What we are saying is that we too need to contribute.
Right.
Presidency, leadership is a reflection of ourselves. It's our attitude that's reflecting in leadership.
Okay.
The president or governors were not brought from heaven, another planet. They are part of us. We grew from the same ghetto. We are born in villages together. It's the attitude they carry from home they are using. And anybody can be a victim. Only few people can lead us in Nigeria and we will enjoy. Majority of us will repeat the same thing. Tribalism, sectionalism, religion, corruption, self-centeredness, interest, and so on and so forth. Those are the characters everywhere. From presidency up to the cleaner, back to the cleaner. It's the same thing. Unless you change that attitude,
okay,
nothing will change. I appreciate, no matter how small somebody performs, if it is 1% out of 99. But in Nigeria, you did 99 good and only one mistake. That one mistake is what people will be ringing all over the world and be referring to. Thank you.
All right, Prof, we'll just go on the timeouts now. We've got bills to pay. We will come back with a timing. And when we do come back, of course, we will take more calls and take more messages. Remember, the WhatsApp portal number is 09097.
The money I have spent on this annoying family.
Hey, yeah. That one my own don't finish.
My dear, let's go and greet them, okay?
Join a new radio drama and program every Saturday at 10 by the Ministry of Foreign Affairs.
Shelters Limited, a real estate company. We be Baba for properties. Our properties natural best.
Please listen to this important infomercial. It's Powell's time on radio. Abuja. Powell Homes and Shelters Limited has come with a vision of transforming housing through innovation, style and integrity. At Powell Homes and Shelters Limited, we deliver affordable luxury, comfort and reliability in real estate. We offer genuine.
Want to buy genuine lands and other properties and need a brand you can trust? Think Powell Home and Shelters Limited. With a reputation built on honesty and reliability, we ensure your investment is secured. Our team of experts is dedicated to providing personalized service tailored to your needs. Join countless of satisfied customers who have found their dream properties with us. For inquiries, please call 0815 102 0000 or 0809 257 0000. We can get you property from any part of Nigeria. Think real estate, think Powell.
Thank you, Mama G, for that wonderful talk. Remember, our office is at number 52, Swiss Crescent, Abacha Estate, Wuse, Zone 4, Abuja. We also have branches in Enugu, Owerri, Oka, and Asaba, and Nairobi. Think real estate, think Powell.
Powell Homes and Shelters Limited, a real estate company. We be Baba real estate. for properties, na sure bets.
Power Homes and Shelters Limited, a real estate company, we be baba for property. Our priority is to satisfy our client to the best. Welcome back and thank you for staying with us. We're still looking into matters that concern the bill that Mr. President is sending right there, increasing judges in federal high courts and appeal courts. Is this a step towards judicial reform in this country? And we're still connected with our guest, who is in the person of the prof himself, Professor Kamal Bello, is a Dean of Faculty of Social Sciences right there, National Open University in Nigeria. And yes, we'll see this message and get to the calls in a short bit. Let's start with this one. Henry Aga from Suleja in Niger State now is saying, good morning, Mr. Yudi, good morning to you. Our problem is not the judges, but our governors who refuse to sign execution of the condemned criminals. As your guest rightly said, maybe some of these condemned criminals are foot soldiers of the governor. My personal opinion anyway, they're still feeding these condemned criminals with Nigerians' taxpayers' money. Henry Auger is saying that. Thank you. Well, still bringing more comments though via the Facebook page wall as well as the WhatsApp portal. Remember, the YouTube channel and the Facebook page has got a television for you to go take a look at, right? The number is 0907-353-0044. Hello.
Yeah, Mr. Dua, good morning.
Good morning to you, Honorable. Where are you calling from?
Thank you. I'm calling from the port.
All right, talk to us, Honorable. What do you think?
Yeah, I keep on wondering what we want in this country. To increase the 300. So that this judgment, go to prison. Visit them. There is no space. And some people, they don't even have their cases are not even dismissed. So if you ask me what are they coming to do, if the judgment, if judgment in Nigeria is the highest bidder, good and fine. The best way, like me, as a human
family members say, Prof, a little patience, maybe just a little patience and all. Let's give Mr. President the chance just a little bit. And I recall that you also made mention of that we should not always be negativity every time when it comes to certain moves from Mr. President. Sometimes we should stay positive. Is that what you mean?
Yes, that's what I said too.
Okay, awesome.
Let me give the president benefit of the doubt. He said by increasing, it will make sure that the cases pending will be traced out. So let's see how it works out.
Increment of the judges to speedy justice right now as we speak. I stand in other chance to say no, sir.
Okay.
Because politics is somewhere playing around. And, but really, I'm just short of weight. But
right.
for me, I'm telling you the truth. Increase of these judges will not give us the justice we want in this country. Because this process that they are going through is just a politics. And book it down what I said. In the nearest future, you will get it. But we will get it right at the course of the journey. Good morning.
All right, good morning. We will get it right in the course of the journey, right? And there are some implications that Nigerians are having, about this move. One of such would be the increased funding for the judiciary. This increased funding for the judiciary could divert resources from other sectors, and more judges could lead to increased access to justice and improved perception of justice. Now, the appointment process could undermine judicial independence if not managed transparently. Increased accountability and transparency, merit-based appointments, and not as a result of he who pays the piper dictating the tune in this instance.
People to the bench. Is it a merit? Even appointment of lawyers to the bar